picture, I guess. No one's in here right now, like always. Yeah, this is a bit later than I was planning on streaming, but hey, it works. Whenever I can get to it, pretty much. I usually try to do it a little earlier on, but it doesn't always work out. I was doing some Would You Rathers yesterday, and that seemed to work out pretty well, so I'm probably just going to do more of those today. Obviously, if I think of any other fun ideas, I'll do that, but it's probably going to be a reasonably short stream too, more like 30 minutes. Sometimes I'll go closer to the hour mark. Hey JC, what's up? How have you been? But yeah, I will probably be doing this stream for about 30 minutes, I think. It's just cooking out here, so probably not going to be hanging out for too long. But yeah, I have some Would You Rathers here. I think I left off on this one. Would you rather always come in second place in every contest you enter, or come in dead last 4 out of 5 times, but always come in first every 5th try? Second one. You've been good? That's good to hear, JC. But yeah, definitely the second one, because why would you want to... Second place doesn't get you anything. Like, okay, I guess some places, some contests do have like a second place prize, but that would just not be fun. I'd rather lose 4 times and then at the very least that 5th time, at least that way you can win on that time. At least that way you have the possibility of getting first place at some point. The other one is just basically like, nah, you never get first. No. Oh no, you're good. See, would you rather your life be free of awkward moments or embarrassing moments? I feel like those two are kind of interconnected. Some awkward moments are awkward because they're embarrassing, and some embarrassing moments are also awkward, so like, I don't really know. I feel like those are kind of the same. I guess embarrassing, right? I don't know where to put this. I need to get one of those like camera holders, but I just don't have one, so you have to deal with me shaking the camera every like 30 seconds. But yeah, no embarrassing moments, I guess. I mean, awkward is awkward, but hey, better than embarrassing. Would you rather live with your significant other in a cabin on Alaska or with friends on a tropical island? Alaska would not be very fun for me. I don't like the cold. So definitely tropical island. Oh no, you're good. You're good, JC. Yeah, I know, going back to school time, that's always fun and hectic. Oh, hi, Bo, what's up? Hey, Lou. Ah, that's it. Going to 1st grade? That's awesome. That's probably kind of nerve-wracking for her, I bet. What's my deal? I don't really have one. I just kind of chat. At least that's what a lot of these streams are. I mainly just chat. She's going to 1st grade. Yeah, that's awesome, though. That should be fun. I bet she's excited. At least hopefully she is. It definitely makes school easier when you're excited about it, as opposed to being one of those kids that just doesn't want to do it and doesn't want to go, you know? So there's that, at least. But yeah, I'm kind of not looking forward to it. I don't go to school anymore, obviously, but I have to drive past schools when I'm like driving to and from work. And that's always fun. Because there's like a crosswalk, and oh boy. I always get so nervous. Hey, Paw Star! Ah, thank you! I like my hat too. Your daughter has a good taste in hats. Like, what though? You gotta... No, I don't have an OnlyFans. I'm sorry, Lou. I just chill and I chat. Sometimes I play games every once in a while. But yeah, mainly... Like, right now I have some, like... What is it? Some Would You Rathers pulled up that I'm kind of going through just to have something to chat about. But let's see. Speaking of that, oh, you're in a restaurant right now? That's awesome. I hope you have fun at the restaurant. No, Lou, I'm sorry. Let's see. Would you rather take a European sightseeing vacation or take a relaxing Caribbean vacation? These were really, really, like, messed up, and now they're just very chill. Before it was, like, I don't know, like, let me go back and read some of the other ones. It's asking me about vacations now, and I swear it was, like, Like this one, would you rather have a spider crawl up your arm, or would you rather hold a slimy worm in your hand for a minute? That was the kind of stuff I was getting asked in the beginning of this list. And now it's asking me about, like, calm stuff like vacations. Yeah, honestly, that kind of stuff. Pretty much. Or just chatting. I'm not really opposed to talking about much. I mean, I try to keep it appropriate. I don't really talk about, like, sexual stuff. That kind of stuff, you know? But I don't know. I don't really think I want to go to either, to be honest with you. Like, it seems stressful. It seems like a lot of energy. And it seems... How old am I? I'm 26. But yeah, I don't know, man. Vacations are a lot. I feel like I'm fine with just, like, going to the beach, chilling. I don't really think I need to go to a whole different country. I mean, yeah, no. Too much. Too much. If I was rich and I could, like, pay other people to do everything for me, then fine. But I can't, so, nah. They aren't. They're acrylic ones. Yeah, I used to do press-on nails. I like press-ons. Just press-ons, even if you glue them on really well, they break off super easily. But these ones don't really break off as easily. Okay, I don't think I have donations on. Sorry. Who's your favorite Care Bear? Probably... I didn't really watch Care Bears much, you know, like the movies or TV shows or whatever, but I really liked the... What is he? Gloomy Bear? Is that one? I was obsessed with that one when I was like 5. Actually, for my 5th birthday, that's what I got. My mom got me the blue bear, the Gloomy Bear. But yeah, that's my favorite Care Bear. Let's see. Would you rather get $10,000 for sure? I like how they say that. Or get $50,000 only if more people voted for option A of this question at the time. Get $10,000 for sure. Why am I gonna gamble on it? I don't gamble. I'm sorry. That's like not a good question for me, because I'm always just gonna go with the thing that's gonna ensure me money. I'm not someone who's gonna gamble and take my chances. Like, meh. Casinos aren't my thing. Let's put it that way. And panhandles for cash apps? No, that's weird. That's odd. I mean, I don't disbelieve you. I'm sure that's a thing online. Like, people do some interesting stuff in lives, that's for sure, but I think you have to have that enabled. I think you have to have donations enabled, and I don't have them. I haven't done anything to turn them on, so to my knowledge, they're not on. Yeah. It's not that I'm opposed to it, it's just, it's not my main goal. Like, I don't come on here with the idea of I need to be making money, I don't know. I just like streaming. I don't know. Jake, that is a weird... How would I know that? How about you answer that first, Jake? How on earth would I know that? Would you expect me to, like, get a mirror and, like, look at the back of my throat? There's a ton of them ladies on here? Man, that's sad. I mean, it must be somewhat successful if there's a ton of them. That or they're just desperate? I don't know. Would you rather look young and beautiful even when you grow old, or have the ability to become invisible? Of course I want to be invisible. Why? Yes. You could do so many different things when you're invisible. Like, you're unstoppable at that point, so why wouldn't you pick that one? Let's see here. Would you rather have perfect pictures of every important moment in your life, or vision 3 times better than average? My vision is horrible. I have awful vision. I can't see more than like a few feet away from my face. So yes, I would love to have really good vision. That'd be awesome. I'm too scared of LASIK though. Like, that's why I'm supposed to wear glasses. I wear them when I drive. But I don't want lasers in my eyes. It scares me. I'm good. Whoa, that's crazy, Lou. I don't know about that one. Could you imagine if, like, the invisibility wore off? And you know, you're just caught? Like, I don't know. That's risky right there. I guess if you like risky business, but nah, not for me, that's for sure. I was thinking more along the lines of, like, become invisible. That would be hilarious. Maybe if it didn't happen to you. I'm just saying, if I was, like, invisible and I was, like, walking around, I don't know, Like, like an invisible nudist? That would just be awful. That would be so embarrassing if it just wore off and you're just naked in public. That's like a nightmare. I feel like I've had nightmares like that before, where I've been naked in public. That's definitely a nightmare that I've had at some point. So no, I don't vibe with that one. Okay, Lou, you gotta calm down. You gotta calm down, or I'm gonna have to time you out. I try to keep it semi-appropriate in here. Wasting invisible powers to be a perv. Dude, literally, Thug, that's what I was thinking. Like, if you're invisible, you could go into a bank and nobody's gonna know you're there. Like, I don't know. There's a lot of fun things. Not even just fun. There's a lot of, like, things you could do that would change the world if you were invisible. It'd be fun. It'd be fun. One thing I know I would do is break into, obviously, only if I was invisible. I'm not gonna break the law, just for YouTube's sake. But if I was invisible by some magical happenstance, I would love to go into, like, animal testing places and, like, take the animals, you know, the monkeys and the bunnies and stuff that are being tested on and release them somewhere free. That would probably be what I would do. Thank you, Jake. I hope that's a compliment. Some bugs are cute. Some bugs are kind of weird looking. So I don't know. That could go either way. Yeah. To be fair, I feel like there's probably a lot of people whose first thought is that, unfortunately. But again, it opens up all the things you start thinking about all the crazy stuff you could do with invisibility. It's like, why wouldn't you pick invisibility? Okay, so would you rather have 10 wishes and you can't wish for money? So you can't exclude wishes. Or would you rather have 100 billion? Okay, I'd rather have 100 billion, let's be honest. Or actually, no, I'd rather have 10 wishes. That's not true. Because if you have 10 wishes, you can wish for stuff that would probably make you more than 100 billion if you thought about it for long enough. Yeah, you can wish for crypto. They said money. They didn't specify. So I'd say, yeah, just find a loophole to that one. Let's see. Would you rather be talented at all musical instruments or talented at all sports? Yeah, honestly, money's definitely not. It's definitely nice when you live in like, you know, like the US, or just in general, when you live in a place that, you know, kind of goes off money, unfortunately. It's nice to have, but I definitely would prefer to value other things in my life besides cash. Would you rather be talented at all musical instruments or talented at all sports? Probably all musical instruments. I've never been a sports person. I like music, but I already know I'm bad at sports. And I don't feel the need to be good at them. It's fine. I was never one of those kids who was like, I don't know, in basketball or in baseball or anything like that. Was it better in 2008 or now? That's a very subjective question because it depends on who you ask. I was 9 in 2008, so life was much simpler for me in 2008. But that being said, that doesn't mean it was better. It definitely wasn't. It wasn't better. I mean, inflation wasn't as far along, obviously. Stuff was cheaper. Hey, Long Guy, what's up? Yeah, honestly, I took like about a week off kind of from streaming, so long time no see. Yeah, every once in a while I'll probably take some breaks, but I try to stay reasonably consistent with my uploading schedule. But yeah, no, I refuse to answer this one because it wasn't better now or in 2008. I'd say they're both probably equally bad, just in different ways. Like, meh. When last relive? That's a good question. Oh, I think I went live yesterday, but yesterday was the first time I'd gone live in like about 6 or 7 days. So, at least I think. I'm really bad at like estimating time. It was roughly a week. It might have been a little over. You look like Princess Bubblegum. Thank you. The pink hair. Let's see. Would you rather have everlasting fame and fortune and nothing else? Well, if you have fame and fortune, I mean, that means... That's so confusing. Or would you rather be with your love and nothing at all? This question is broken. I protest. That doesn't make any sense. I'm skipping that. That doesn't make any sense. That sounded like an autocorrect sentence. I feel like I don't understand what that even... Because it doesn't make any sense. If you have fame and fortune, you're gonna have love. If you're famous, it's pretty easy to find a partner. Like, most famous people are not single. Can we be honest? So... And if you have a fortune, you can pretty much have anything you want, because money buys most things in this world. Well, besides happiness, of course. You get what I'm saying. So that question doesn't make any sense. I feel like some of these don't make any sense, and it's making me annoyed. Let's see, would you rather wear only 80s clothes or wear only 80s hairstyles? Only 80s hairstyles. I mean, they had, like, really poofy, kind of, like, wavy, shaggy... I almost feel like I'd fit in with it already, honestly. Like, I just gotta not do my bangs, basically. Just, like, leave them all wavy and poofy looking. No, it's great to see you too, Long Girl. I'm happy you're back in here. Thank you for stopping by and chatting with us. Or with me, I guess. Would you rather get rid of all the bad drivers on the road? That one. That one. I don't care what the second question is. It's that one. Or I'll just read it for the sake of it, I guess. Never have to wait in line at stores and restaurants. I'd rather get rid of all bad drivers on the road. Hands down. I don't dislike driving. I hate driving in traffic because people irritate me very easily. You always have someone who, I don't know, like so many drivers don't use their turn signals. They're either going like way under the speed limit or way over it. People annoy me. So definitely that one. Would you rather dress only in styles popular 20 years ago, or dress the way you did when you were 10? Oh no! When I was 10, I had a weird sense of style. I don't know about that. When I was 10, I liked to wear, like, peace sign shirts, and I was obsessed with, like, the color blue. Not dark blue, but, like, sky blue. Okay, here's another cringy thing. You know those, like, glasses from, like, the early 2010s or just the late 2000s? They had, like, the sunglasses, right? But you could flip it up, and then it was just the frame was still there. I had those, and I would wear those in class. I don't want to wear what I was wearing when I was 10. I'd be bullied until the end of time. So, I'm dressing in popular styles from 20 years ago. I'm American, yes. That I am. Would you rather move every 6 months? And I like how they put this in parentheses. It says, including internationally. Or would you rather live in the same place all your life? Probably move every 6 months. Honestly. Because like that, I don't know. I have kind of just bounced back and forth from like 2 states my whole life. So I've kind of just lived in the same couple of places pretty much my whole life. I feel like it'd be really cool to get to move around and go to different places all the time. I mean, 6 months is kind of brutal, to be fair, because it kind of seems like you would just be settling into an area at that point, and then you need to leave. But, better than the alternative. Yes, I am. Honestly, it's kind of a long process, though, because I have to let this fade. Like, I have another week, probably more like 2 weeks of letting it fade. And then I have to strip the color out, so it's going to be a process. But probably in like a month or so, I'd guess. Around there. Let's see. I'm very unpredictable when it comes to my hair colors, too. I think I mentioned purple. It might be purple, it might not be. You can't trust me when it comes to that. Because I will say a color, and then I will go into the hair store, and I'll see a color of hair dye, and then I'm like, now it's going to be that. Just impulsively, so. Would you rather fit into any group but never be popular, or only fit into the popular group? That just seems like a question that doesn't fit me. Or actually, you know what? I'm already the left one. So, sorry, it's left on my screen. I'm already the first one. I'm already fit into any group but never be popular. I'm good. Like, that was actually me in high school. I would, like, I don't know, you know how they have, like, different groups, especially at lunch, everyone hangs out in their specific group? I was a butterfly. I would go from group to group to group. I wasn't, like, super close friends with anyone, though. So I wasn't ever super popular, but I was a social butterfly. I remember at the time, actually, when I was, like, 14, I had a school counselor try to tell me that I should find my group and, like, make friends there and stick to it, and I took insult to that. I was like, what? No, I'm not doing that. I'm not discriminating against people based off who else they hang out with. I'm going from group to group. I'm hanging out with the popular kids and the burnouts and the nerds and the theater kids. I'm not discriminating against anyone. And honestly, I feel like that's the best way to do it. I mean, you talk to a lot more kids that way. What's your question, Lungile? But yeah, I guess the first option, because that's already what I am. Let's see, would you play this game? Wow. What kind of... It says Russian roulette one time for $100,000. No, because I don't gamble. I'm not a gambler. So that's, nah, I'm good. I'm not risking it. Would you rather be the richest person on the planet or be immortal? Definitely not be immortal. And being immortal sounds more like... Very funny, I'm in love with Boba. How are you doing? But I don't want to be immortal. No, that sounds like torture, honestly. Because think about it, you have to watch everyone you know and love. Everyone in your family is going to get old and pass away, and you're still just there. And it also begs the question of, like, how far does the immortality go? Like, if every bone in your body ends up getting crushed, do you just keep living? Like, it doesn't end? Like, imagine if you got, like, I don't know, trapped under an avalanche or something. What, so now you're just perpetually buried under some snow or some rocks, and that's just, like, no. I'd rather be the richest person on the planet. I'd probably just give away a lot of the money, honestly, though. Watching this, you said you're vegan. Yes, I am. I've been vegan since, oh goodness, like 13 years, around there, like well over 10 years. It's been almost 15 years at this point. Would you rather talk to animals or speak all foreign languages? Talk to animals. That would be way more entertaining. Can we just be honest? I mean, that'd be so powerful. Imagine if you could, like... You know what? I just read the comment to this, because they have comments for these. And it just brought something to my attention. Humans are animals. So, talk to animals, because then you can also talk to humans, because humans are animals. Again, the question don't make sense. You know, tasted a cereal with milk. I went vegan when I was, like, 13. So, I have tasted milk. To be honest, I don't really remember what it tastes like that much at this point, because it's, like, been a very long time. Yeah, I went vegan. I don't remember the exact, like, day or anything, but I just remember that I could have, like, I was eating non-vegan food Thanksgiving, but then for my birthday in February, I couldn't have cake because I was vegan at that point for my 14th birthday. So it was, like, right before I turned 14, basically, that I went vegan, and I'm 26, so it's been a while. Would you rather be... Oh yeah, I already read that one. Okay. Would you rather take the blame for a friend or have your friend take the blame? It depends on what it is. Like, how serious is, you know? Like, I'm not gonna go to jail for anyone if I didn't do anything wrong. So, I don't know. No, you're good. I'm in love with Boba. You never have to worry about that. I get everyone has a life and they all got stuff they gotta do. How is it? How's being a vegan? Honestly, it's kind of just my way of life at this point. I don't really think it's anything that I, like, think about too consciously throughout my day. It's definitely something... Hey, Ghost for Halloween! That's a cool name. But yeah, it's like, I think the main impact that it has would be obviously the kind of food I'm buying at the grocery store and where I'm able to eat out. I think that's the biggest thing, is when other people want to eat out, I have to be careful with that. Um, it's also just a thing where, like, since I haven't eaten meat in so long, the smell of it kind of makes me sick. So, like, if someone's, I don't know, cooking beef or something, I really can't be around that because it makes me nauseated. So that's kind of a downside, honestly. But, like, it's something I do for animals. It's not really, I don't know, not just like a dietary choice. I don't really think it's cool. The things that happen to animals in factory farming is very cruel. That's actually why I became vegan in the first place. Change it? That's awesome! I love my shirt, thank you! Yeah, it's like a Grim Reaper. He's purple. She's purple. Whichever. But yeah, I don't want my friend to take the blame for me. I'd rather us just own up to our own stuff. I'm not gonna have anyone take the blame for anything. Okay, and would you rather have your mind serve as an iPod so you can do music anytime, or be able to watch your dreams on the television? Those both sound very odd. Thank you, I appreciate it. Let's see. Probably just listen to music anytime. That's definitely it. That's better than being able to watch my dreams on I have a lot of stress dreams, so I don't really want to rewatch those. Like, they're not fun. No, thank you. Would you rather reduce hours of sleep needed to 5, or need 10 hours of sleep, but you get to control your dreams every night? Reduce hours of sleep needed to 5, honestly. I'm not a big dream person. I don't really like dreams all that much. Again, they're mainly just stressful. Like, I'll get dreams about my car breaking down. It's like, why? I literally will wake up and I still feel tired. Because it's like, oh, that dream was so stressful. I'm so tired. Like, sleep is supposed to be restful. So, no, I'm good on the dream stuff. Would you rather get a dream vacation for 2 weeks, or spend 5 days with anyone in the world, but you must stay in your hometown? Does it mean anyone in the world, as in, like, dead or alive? Because if that's the case, then of course that one. It means I could, like, hang out with someone that was dead for 5 days? Who wouldn't pick that? That'd be kind of cool. Not kind of cool, it'd be awesome. Would you rather be able to control your dreams? Nope, or would you, why is it so dream focused? And then literally the other one is be able to watch your dreams on video the next day. Nah, I guess control them, because at least then I can make them not be stressful, right? Hi Isaac, what's up? Let's see. Next one is, would you rather live with your parents forever, or get married to a complete stranger and not be able to get a divorce? Those are... This website is going between torturing me and asking me the most fluffy, soft questions about, like, which vacation I'd prefer. And it's, like, giving me whiplash. I don't know how to feel about it. Because I want to say neither, but that's obviously the point, is I'm not supposed to say neither. Be right back, you're good. Probably get married to a complete stranger and not be able to get a divorce. Because while we can't get a divorce, it doesn't specify that we have to live with each other or act like we're with each other. A marriage is just a piece of paper, technically, so I'll do that one. You thought I heard a gunshot? That's not good. Hopefully not. Hopefully it was just like, well, fireworks aren't really good either, but hopefully it was that and not a gunshot. Let's see, would you rather lose $100 or see your arch enemy gain $100,000? I had to think about that for a second, because that's a genuine question, isn't it? I guess I'm not going to be petty. My arch enemy can get $100,000. I don't care. I'm not going to lose $100 just to spite them, because that's basically what the question is asking you. Is, are you willing to lose $100 purely just to spite someone else? The answer is yes, actually. I definitely would do that. Never mind. I just framed it like that. Yes, I would absolutely do that. If someone irritated me enough, oh yeah. Would you rather talk like Yoda or breathe like Darth Vader? Okay, that's messed up. I I guess talk like Yoda, and then I would just be mute. I just wouldn't talk. I would just lie and say that like I didn't have vocal cords or something. I don't know. Would you rather? This is a weird one. And vaguely ominous. I don't like this. It literally just says, would you rather hide or seek? That's it. Would I rather hide from what? And would I rather seek what? I guess hide, because you're making me feel anxious over here, so I'm hiding. Would you rather go to the cinema alone? I can tell this is written by British people. They're calling it cinema. Would you rather go to the movies alone or eat at a restaurant alone? I've done both plenty of times on my own, so I don't really care. I guess eat at a restaurant alone. I don't really watch a lot of movies, so yeah, I'd rather eat at a restaurant alone. What would you rather stop? War or world hunger? World hunger. That makes me feel bad saying that for some reason. But at the same time, if I say war, it's also going to make me feel bad for not saying world hunger. Either way, I lose on this one, let's be honest. So, world hunger, I guess. No, you're good, Longile, you're good. Have I ever experienced celebrated Halloween? Yes, I have. The first time I went trick-or-treating, I was like 3 or 4, and I don't even remember it. My aunt just tells the story of her, like, you know, carrying me from house to house and us getting candy. But yeah, I love to trick-or-treat. Halloween's like one of my favorite holidays, because even though I'm too old to trick-or-treat, I still like to make candies, and it's a good excuse to eat sugar, and I love sugar. But no, Halloween is fun. I was always either like a vampire or a fairy or a witch. I always wanted to be a witch a lot of times as like a kid. I would go with a couple of my friends, and we would end up, I don't know if this was like a tradition for anyone else, but me and my friends on Halloween, we'd always trade candy. So we'd go back to the house, we'd sit down on the ground next to each other, and then we'd both dump out our pillowcases or whatever we had of candy. And then we would like trade. That was fun. I always tried to get rid of all my Smarties. I did not like Smarties. I still don't like Smarties, to be honest with you. They're like one of the lowest tiers of candy that there is. Now some of my favorite like houses to hit were like the rich neighborhoods too. Something funny that my mom would always do is she would take us, you know, because I kind of grew up lower class. She'd always drive us to like the upper class neighborhoods, like the fancy 3-story houses and stuff, and we'd go trick-or-treating there because the wealthier neighborhoods would give out better candy. You know, like you'd get like not giant candy bars, but you'd get like mini like Milky Way bars and stuff. You know, like stuff that you wouldn't get from most other neighborhoods. So we'd always try to find the good neighborhoods to go to. I remember sometimes I get some weird stuff, but not weird. I just found it annoying as a kid, and I still find it annoying now. Like, I would get apples a few times. There was a few people who liked to hand out toothbrushes. Yeah, a toothbrush on Halloween in your candy bag. I understand the sentiment. You want kids to brush their teeth, but I'm just saying no kid is gonna look at you like thankful that you just put a toothbrush in their bag on Halloween. Just give the kids some candy. That's what they want. What state are you in? I'm in Oregon. Let's see, would you rather have a good relationship with your parents or have a good relationship with your siblings? I like how they put these like a would you rather kind of thing, because it almost implies that like you can't have both. Like, if you have a good relationship with your siblings, you're not going to with your parents, and then vice versa. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, one guy, I was just kind of talking about Halloween, like all my experiences with it and stuff, and I definitely grew up trick-or-treating and stuff. But yeah, I guess I have a good relationship with your siblings, that one, most definitely. Would you rather have invisibility and teleportation at will, or mind reading in flight at will? I don't want to read anyone's mind, because I feel like it's probably scary what's going on in other beings' heads. I don't want to know. I'm good. I don't need to be scarred for life, because I, like, went reading some messed up monologue that someone's having in their head with themselves. No thank you. So definitely invisibility and teleportation. Because again, you could do so many things. Like, nothing would stop you at that point. Let's see. Would you rather find your soulmate but have all your friends hate them? Or stay single for the rest of your life with loving friends? A lot of these questions are kind of just setting it up to basically make you pick the other. I guess I'd rather have my soulmate. I mean, right? Like, it seems like it'd be kind of lonely to have friends but no, like, partner of any kind. I don't know. You wish you were in America? I'm sorry, Long Isle. I mean, you probably could be one day. You never know. You definitely never know. Would you rather get stuck in a broken elevator or get stuck on a broken ski lift, a broken elevator? Because you can just wait for someone to come free you from it. The ski lift, you're like in the air. I have a fear of heights too. I wouldn't really... Nah, I'm good. I'm good. I don't even like getting on a ladder. I don't think I'm gonna want to be stuck on a ski lift. That sounds like a very bad day. Would you rather find true love or find $10 million, sorry. Like, that's... $10 million is a lot. And it doesn't imply that if you find the 10 million that you won't ever find true love. It didn't specify that, so... I'm getting the money, and I'm hoping I still find my true love, because it didn't specify that I would never find it. Okay, so would you rather never have kids or have a bunch of kids? Never have kids, honestly. I'm happy with my dog. Aw, you don't celebrate Halloween? Dang. Yeah, honestly, it's not really quite... I mean, if it makes you feel any better, it's not really the same as it was when I was a kid. Like, there are these things called, trunk or treat. I don't know if you ever heard of that before. I think kind of started as like a religious thing, like from churches, but it's kind of spread outward more so lately. A lot of people don't really even do traditional trick-or-treating here anymore, like, you know, walking around the neighborhood. Oftentimes they'll just go to a parking lot and park their car, and you pop your trunk open and you have candy in your trunk, and the kids just walk around the parking lot and get candy that way. It genuinely makes me feel bad for kids that are growing up nowadays, because that's not trick-or-treating, I'm sorry. And you are robbing your kid from, like, having a fun Halloween at that point. Like, yay, you get to walk around a parking lot. What is that? Like, I'm sorry, but your kid knows that's not fun. I feel like some parents think that their kids just, like, I don't know, are stupid or something. It doesn't make any sense to me. Like, because I put myself in those shoes of when I was a kid, I would not have found it fun to just walk around a parking lot and get candy. You can get candy in a store. Like, the whole point was that... Why do y'all celebrate Halloween? Because it's a tradition here. At this point, it's not a religious thing. It doesn't hold any real meaning. It's purely just a tradition. It's meant to be something that's fun. My mother was not a religious person. It was never pitched as anything like that. It's purely just like a fun thing, you know? I don't know. I went trick-or-treating because my mom went trick-or-treating, and she knew it was fun, and she wanted me to have fun on Halloween, and so that's what we did. Like, it's just very, very sad to me that, you know, kids nowadays, I mean, some still do, but not as many. There's a lot that are not ever gonna know what that's like to get to have your friends and get dressed up and actually go around the neighborhood and like talk with your friends and be like, hey, let's go to this neighborhood. No, let's go to that one because that one last year had better candy. Like, they're never gonna know what that's like. You know, like, there was a strategy to it. It really was like a strategic thing of like, we're gonna hit this many houses. Like, see if we can fill up this bag of candy. Like, it was, I don't know, it was a fun goal that your kid had, and now it's just let's walk around a parking lot. I don't know. I mean, at that point, why not just go to freaking Walmart, buy some candy, and call it a day? Like, what's the purpose of it at that point? I don't know. I guess I should reopen my laptop here. Well, actually, I think we're pretty much good. We've been going for 40 minutes now. I think I said 30 when I started. So I think I'm gonna call it there. Tomorrow's Sunday, so I won't be live then. I'll try to be live Monday. Usually like 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time is when I usually do it. So, yeah. Look forward to that, I suppose, if you feel like catching the next one of these. Thank you, everyone who stopped by and chatted with me. And, yeah, again, I appreciate your participation, like always. Have a good day, or night, or afternoon. Whatever time it is where you're from. Let me see if I can... There we go. To use my fake knuckle.